Everybody, this is Samhain. Couldn't find anything really sharp, so I guess you're gonna have to look at me for this. Samhain, 1983. Glenn Danzig formed this one when he got tired of the Misfits. And Samhain is more heavy metal than punk. It is said that Samhain is a transitional band for Glenn. The skull image for both Samhain and Danzig was taken from a 1984 comic book, The Saga of Christar, number 8, from Marvel. And the font for both logos is from the film The Giant Gila Monster. And Danzig likes old movies. Now, Samhain, pronounced Samhain, is the Gaelic French festival marking the end of the harvest season and the beginning of the darker half of the year, at least in the northern hemisphere. It's the opposite of Beltane, which is spring. Samhain, actually Samhain, began on October 31st in the evening, like our Halloween or All Hallows Eve was Christianity's replacing paganism. Just a little tidbit for you. Samhain, as the band is pronounced, I'm going to say something about this. I always thought that it was pronounced Samhain, but I've been corrected several times by people in the pagan community saying, it's not Samhain, it's Sam. But when you're talking about the band, you're talking about Samhain, because that's what the way Danzig calls it, so it's his band. By the way, this is their first show ever. So, what am I saying? So, Danzig, he writes the lyrics, so how did it happen? How did it happen that Danzig left the Misfits to do this? Because, I don't think Samhain sounds so good. I think the Misfits sound a lot better. The lyrics for Samhain were darker than that of the Misfits, that's true. And paganism and the occult are the Misfits' message. Ghouls were cartoonic. Yeah, okay. The Misfits were feeling a little less real to Danzig and more cartoony, like a comedy act. And Danzig wanted to take things seriously because he saw on the horizon that heavy metal music was going to be taken very seriously, and he wanted to be a part of that. So that's what that happened. He's like, well, I don't want to be in a comic book band with you guys, so I'm going to go away. And this was his first try to do something that was more in his vision. But I don't think Samhain really succeeded as well as his own band Danzig did later on. And, I kind of like the Misfits. I like that comedy aspect to their stuff. So, I guess, fans are going to go one way or the other. Maybe you get serious about your goth or not. Over 3 years, there were 2 LPs for Samhain, 1 EP, and that's about it. Initium is pretty muddy and confused. It's got very low quality in the recording. was this debut LP in 1984. It was released on Glenn's label. There were some Misfits songs, just like when he made his own band Danzig. There would also be some Misfit and Samhain songs. Just takes his songs with him wherever he goes. That's fine. They're his songs. Some Samhain songs were originally intended as Misfits songs. Glenn was disappointed that he couldn't get Dave Vanian to sing on the final Misfits album. Oh well, that would have been cool. I could have seen that. Vanian was the front man for the Damned from England. He, unlike the other Damned members, dressed like a well-bred vampire, and Glenn thought mating Vanian to the Misfits would be a natural fit. So no, it wasn't to be. I don't think Vanian could have helped Samhain very much anyway. Unholy Passion was the EP in 1985. The lineup was Glenn, Steve Zing, Eerie Von, and Pete Damian Marshall. And Samhain 3, November. Coming Fire was their second and last LP. And here are the songs on Samhain 3. 1. Diabolus. It's very sludgy. It's not very scary. 2. In My Grip. It's dark, but the recording quality is absent. The music is better. The vocals are not. 3. Mother of Mercy. It's chunky. Not particularly interesting. 4. Birthright. Abominable Dr. Phibes. It's not. But what a cool movie that was. It's highly entertaining schmaltz. 5. The Walk. To Walk the Night. It's like Elvis in Hell, but not the deepest hell. 6. Let the Day Begin, but why? 7. Halloween 2. You know, I never realized that Samhain sucked. Shouting Halloween over and over does not a spooky party make. 8. November's Fire. And the Munsters were better, and the Misfits were way better. 9. Kiss of Steel. 10. Unbridled. 11. Human Pony Girl. I'll leave that up to your imagination. London May was the drummer. He replaced Zing. And Final Descent in 1990 had previously unreleased songs. And they also released as part of a box set in 2000. And now we're going to have a talk about Danzig, the band proper. So in order to do so, I'm going to have to put up another video, because my God, you guys can hardly see anything on this one.